What's going on, saxophones? We're going to be talking about how to use your fingering chart. And this is going to be the same for alto, tenor, soprano, baritone. Any saxophone is going to have the same fingering chart. The notes are going to be in the same place and you're going to play them the same way. Okay, so let's first start by orienting ourselves to these keys. So in the top left, this little teardrop one, that's going to be your octave key. Okay, that's this right here. Then we'll talk about these little side keys, but for right now in band, we're just going to be concerned with this one, which will be your pointer finger on your left hand, this one, which will be your middle finger on your left hand, and this one, which will be your ring finger. And then these bottom three, 1, 2, 3, are going to be your pointer, middle, and ring finger on your right hand. So when it's black, it's pressed down. When it's white, it's open. So you're not going to press it. Let's take a look at a G, which we should know how to play. So we're not pressing our thumb key. We're going to press 1, 2, 3 on our left hand, and we're not going to press our right hand down. Okay, so if we're looking at that on a saxophone, no thumb key, so we're just going to rest it on the back, and then 1, 2, 3 on our right hand, and we're not going to play anything, on our left hand, and we're not going to play anything on our right hand. Okay, now we can get into some other fancy keys. These three up here are going to be these keys right here. The top one will be this one. The bottom one will be this one, and then this middle one is going to be the side one. So if you're looking at it, you can really see top, middle, bottom. Then we have our left pinky keys. This would be the top one right here. This would be the outside one on the right, inside one on the left, and then this would be the bottom one. Okay, we also have side keys, palm keys, that we operate with the side of our hand, these three. If we look at them, there are three of them. This would be the top one right here. This would be the middle one, and this would be the bottom one. Some saxophones, actually my saxophone has one, are going to have this little key right here. That is also going to be played. How is that one played? I don't know. Okay, and then our last ones are going to be these down here, your right pinky keys, the top one and the bottom one. Okay, those two right here, top or bottom. Okay, so what does your fingering chart tell you? It tells you what the name of the note is, where it is on the staff. So for example, G is on the second line. So if you see a note on the second line, you're like, oh my gosh, what note is that? You can come in here to your fingering chart and look at it and be like, oh, it's a G, and here's how you play it. Okay, last thing about the fingering chart. Oh, it goes from low to high. Now, last thing about the fingering chart, sometimes notes have multiple ways of being played. For example, and they're also called different things. So here's B flat and A sharp. Those are called two different things, but they're actually the same note. And there's three ways to play them. So you could play this one, 1, 2 with your left hand, like this, 1, 2. And then with this bottom palm key right here, okay? So that's one way to play it. You could also play it 1, 1. So pointer finger left hand, pointer finger right hand. Sorry about the unfocused. Or you could play it with this little inside key right here, the tiny one. Okay, that's another way to play an A sharp or a B flat. Okay, so just use this as a reference if you don't know where a note is. They have everything that you need to memorize about the note, where it is, what it's called, and how to play it. All right, last thing about these three versions, the first one they show you is going to be the most common version, and the other ones are going to be used in different situations. Okay, so that's how we read a saxophone fingering chart. It's the same for tenor, alto, bari, whatever saxophone you're playing, and use it. It's very helpful.